And welcome guys to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. So we're going to start off with a ROM hack. So I haven't done an N64 stream for a while. Hey Chris Mullen, how you doing, man? Thanks for dropping by. So I've not done a Nintendo 64 stream for a while. To be honest, I've been quite busy. I usually like doing videos for it as well. But what happened was the community made patches. Now, I can't credit everyone for it because I don't know exactly who done them. Video Game Esoterica kind of helped me out and he gave me some of the games that were patched, like Force Gemini, Conker's Bad Fur Day, and Resident Evil 2. But before doing any of that, I wanted to see this ROM hack, right? So this is GoldenEye Tower Project, right? And guys, this looks really, really interesting. I am a GoldenEye fan. Hey, J-Ro, how you doing, man? Guys, J-Ro does really good Game Boy mods. I think he's got an Etsy store as well. Check that stuff out. It is awesome. I'm actually doing like a different type of stream now. Do let me know if the sound cuts out. I think I've resolved it now by changing like the frequency. But talking about this, right? A GoldenEye hack, right, with some, what is it called, Tower something, right? What's the name here? Let me bring up my list. Okay, so GoldenEye Tower whatever, right? But apparently, like, it's got 5 different levels in a tower made by the community, and it just sounds really, really interesting, right? So James Bond, floor 1 intro, primary objective, gain access to the parking garage, infiltrate the first floor. Now guys, one thing I can guarantee you is bad gameplay, right? I so suck at 3D games. I was good at GoldenEye. I loved GoldenEye on the N64. Games were patched, not the core. No. So Chris Mullen, I'm still using an old version of the core. In fact, I can show you the core that I'm running. The core's the one via update tool, the 22nd of the 3rd. So we're talking like, you know, almost 4 months old. However, the games that didn't work, well, you guys, the community came together. And what you guys did is just, well, quite frankly, freaking awesome, right? You patched the game. So Resident Evil 2, Conker's Bad Fur Day, and Force Gemini that kept crashing, they don't crash anymore, guys. Like, seriously, like how good is that? I mean, that's freaking amazing, right? You know, the core can't do it, right? But, right, so I remember Robert Peip, the developer, big shout out to Robert Peip, the developer of this core, amazing work that he did. But he kind of got to a part where he said, okay, I can't get this stuff working. And what's amazing is the community, right? And I got to send props to Video Game Esoterica because he's a buddy of mine, but it's his videos that kind of brought it to my attention because a lot of the dynamics have changed at my work where I am a lot busier, man. So I didn't know, so it was nice. But look at this, man. They've made a whole bloody intro for it. James Bond is bringing a pizza, man. What the hell? I mean, I could eat pizza. I'm actually full up. Yo, it's SMK Kev in the house. How are you doing, my bro? While I'm not playing with Snack, I do have a Snack adapter and I do have an N64 controller as well. I have a couple of N64 controllers that I've got off my buddy Chris. Mr. Addons was actually kind enough to send me the Snack adapters for, okay, mission status completed. Is it a series of FMVs or... Wow, okay. I didn't actually play anything there. Okay. Right, okay. Am I starting a mission or... Right, let's go back to the second mission, right? So that was... Oh, maybe it's the intro that I did, right? Okay, cool. But that intro was really, really good. So let's try this. Unless, like usual, I'm not paying attention. So yeah, I will do the Snack stuff at once. 8-bit though are fantastic, but you know what? For the N64, I actually like using the Nintendo Switch Online controller. That's my go-to controller, and I've been using that for a while now. I'm very, very fussy when it comes to 2D, and I can feel latency. Like I can feel it more on 2D than 3D stuff. But honestly, on the N64, I'm okay playing with this Bluetooth controller. Like I don't really play too many 2D games on here, so it's kind of all right. It's always difficult going back to these controllers, but guys, wow, look at this ROM hack, man. It's like they brought out DLC for this darn game, man. I mean, wow, just wow. So if you want to find out, if you want to get this for yourself, it's very, very easy to patch. In fact, in the README, it gives you the URL. Oh, this door is locked, right? Okay. It gives you the URL for a patcher. So you download the patch from there. It's in the weekly news video, right? I've got a segment in there looking at this game. So it gives you access to the patcher and you get a USA version of the ROM and you patch it. And honestly, you can run this now. And this is beyond just kind of making sure that it ran, right? And booted up in game. I didn't know it was going to work, but this is how far along the core is, right? I mean, we're playing ROM hacks on there, and I have to say, bloody hell, man, this is really, really good. So, you know, if I had my N64, imagine in the days of the N64, if this hacking was around. This honestly is premium DLC. Like, you know, when I was reading up on this, I was like, wow, I was very, very much so amazed. Do I do anything here? Okay, that door's locked as well. What do I do? What do I do? Okay, so I picked up some ammo. Do I look up? Do I shoot something? I don't know. But again, fantastic seeing this, man. Like, always amazed by ROM hacks, and I like checking it out. And it's fun doing the N64 core. I've really not checked N64 for a long, long time. So, what do I do? Okay, I'm through here. Okay, there's a few of them. Oh wow, there's a turret up there as well. Bloody hell. Okay, I'm gonna die, but we can check out the second level. Okay. I want to be able to shoot it. It's really difficult doing it on that N60. Okay, I've done it. Wow, I'm nearly dead there. I don't mind dying. We can then check out the second level. But again, wow, what a hack! Seriously, always amazes me, these ROM hacks. Wow. Okay, we can go back out that way. Can we go this way? No, this door's locked. Okay, fantastic stuff. Amazing what the community put together, right? Should be dead soon, really, but hey, you know, I'm James Bond. I can I'll check chat in just a second, guys. I've done a different setup, so everything's kind of ahead of me, right? Instead of using 3 screens, I'm using 2 screens, but it means on one of the screens I'm looking next to it, and right next to it I've got my chat, so I can see it a lot easier. So absolutely awesome. I hope everyone's having like a good Saturday evening, afternoon, wherever you are. It's just gone 10 p.m. here in London, so it's a night one, but it's really good because when the weather's warm, my boys always want adventure night. What adventure night means is they like sleeping in the front room, so my missus is sleeping with them, which means I can do whatever I want as late as I want. But I'm an old guy, so I'm gonna go out. Not out like James Bond with all that blood flowing about, but yeah, absolutely love it. What a hack. Let's have a look. Somebody noticed, so asking for a controller pack when playing. Oh, okay. I haven't really tried Snack, you know. England won the shoot. Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot they were playing. Wow. So they've made it through. Is it to the finals now? Wow. Was it the semi-finals today? I can't even remember. Yeah, this is a cool ROM hack, Jero. So let's go. Let's go previous, because you can just play any of the levels, right? So what should we have a look at? We'll have a look at one more level. Should we go office? Let's go office, right? We'll go agent difficulty and we'll start. I'll tell you what, just the intro for this is fantastic, man. Like, what a fantastic ROM hack. Right, here we go. So this is level 3 office. Wow, like honestly blown away by this. Like once in a while you get a ROM hack that just looks wicked. Okay, what am I there? I'm kind of like some shadow agent or something. No, okay, I was expecting that door to be locked. Okay, wow, I'm not going to remember that. Unless it stays on screen. Okay, it disappears after a while. Okay, let's see. Have I only got ammo? Have I not changed weapon? I kind of forgot. Okay, that's straight. Oh, okay, I forgot. Right. No, okay. Oh, here we go. Yes, it's... Oh, no. Oh, here we go. Oh, right, there we go. Right. I should have changed that in the first level. Maybe I would have lasted longer, right? Again, I like the fact that there's plenty of enemies in here, right? You know, there's plenty of action. Amazing. I love to see what other mods the community come up with, man. A lot of work has definitely gone into this. Absolutely amazing. So with the upcoming analog 3D, I guess you can, you know, play this stuff on there as well as an original N64. Wow, good stuff, good stuff. All right, let's try something else, guys. So let's now go and, but very impressed with these ROM hacks. Like seriously, amazing stuff. So what we'll do is I've just made a folder with patch not working. So we'll start with Conker's Bad Fur Day, right? And then we'll go over. Wow. Okay. So finals, amazing. Oh, what's this? No, have I still got my VPN on? No, I haven't. Okay. I hate. I'll tell you what. Windows 11, the random notifications. Like, so I've got a very strict DNS in my house, and that's more so my children, when my children are on the internet, they don't accidentally stumble on porn or, I don't know, malicious sites, viruses, whatever you want to call them, right? But the DNS is very, very strict. It bans me from itch.io. It bans me from ROM hacking, not .net, .org. So yeah, but yeah, I've got Nord obviously around to get to anything, right? Even stuff like CD Romance, which I think my ISP is blocked. But it's just weird. I got a notification, even though Nord isn't running, something about Nord. Yeah. Weird with Windows. Even if I turn off all notifications, somehow they find a way to give me a random notification somewhere. Okay, now when I suck at 3D games, the pinnacle of sucking on 3D games for me, guys, is 3D platformers. Now, I always, so this is a game I was very much interested in at the time. It was very hard to get even when this was current. Now, I remember people telling me, you know what, like he kind of conquers is there, he wakes up and he's all drunk and the vision is all blurred. It sounded very, very appealing, right? Because there was nothing like that. Since then, we've had a lot of controversial games, man. Ooh. Oh, so semi next, right? Okay, so versus Netherlands, right? Okay, so this was the quarterfinals then, right? Excellent. So quarterfinals, semi. Okay, cool. So Netherlands. I hear Netherlands aren't really too good, right? So let's see. So who were England actually playing today? I kind of watch it at work because the guys at work watch it. So I end up watching some of the football, man. I thought Turkey done well, man. Turkey done surprisingly well, right? They're through to the quarters already, so that's quite an achievement. I used to work with a Turkish guy, man, for a number of years, man. I kind of missed the guy. He's moved on. When I say moved on, he's not passed away or anything. He's just moved to a different location to where I am. Right, let's see. See, a lot of this N64 stuff you couldn't actually skip. Switzerland, okay, cool. I don't think Switzerland are rated like a top team or anything, but still, you know what? I know England. Apparently, England are okay, but like the manager gets a lot of stick for not being great. Apparently, he's really good with the media, but he's just not a very good manager. Guys, also, has the sound cut out, like even for a fraction of a second at any time? I was having an issue, but I think changing the sample rate should have resolved it. I actually bought like an expensive headphone. It's a wireless one. Sorry, a microphone, not headphone, microphone. I spent a bit of money on it. It's like the Hollyland Lark M2. Watched a lot of reviews and it seems to be doing good. I can't have like a boom arm in here. Just it looks nasty in my bedroom. Spain will win the competition. You never know, man. They're always a dark horse. I used to work with a guy who always used to bet, like used to spend like 10, 15, 20,000 on Spain as an outside bet. But if he won, he'd win like $250,000. So the guy was nuts. He was a crazy gambler, man. One of my ex-bosses when I used to do club work. So whenever he won, he used to win big and we used to party like crazy, right? You know, I used to watch what games he bet on to see if he won. So we'd be partying. And if the guy ever lost, he used to take sleeping pills and go home because he'd be so angry he'd end up fighting people. But when he did win, I'm not into gambling at all, by the way. I absolutely can't stand gambling. But when I was younger and he was my boss, yeah, I wanted him to win stuff because it meant we all got to party. Cool. What's this? I am in or Lamen Yamil is really good. I guess that's a player you're mentioning, yeah? Wicked. I thought, oh, wicked enough. Thanks for that, Jero. Cheers, man. It's like I've done the weekly news video and I had it on the wrong sample rate, so it started cutting some stuff out. It's really annoying. I've done a couple of the segments again, but it took me a long time today, man. It took me like 6 hours to do the video, so I didn't want to go through a lot of that stuff again. Oh, is he doing? Is he drunk dialing? Right. The days before mobile phones were common, right? So he's doing it via landline, right? You could really drunk dial too much from... I know you could drunk dial from landlines, couldn't you? Can never skip this stuff, but wow, this is working really, really good because earlier on I tested out Force Gemini, right? I thought, let me see if it's all working, and I bloody got into game. Like I remember previously when trying this stuff out, we just couldn't get into game. We ran it and it just yeah, it would crash, right? So it's amazing. I'm sure Robert Pape knows about this. He's still fairly active when you go on the N64 channel on a Discord. So that's awesome, man. We're hijacking the stream. Get back to Conker. No, all good, man. The whole point of the streams are, I really, really enjoy doing them. I enjoy talking. I mean, at some point, I'm gonna have like the Discord channel open for certain streams, where anyone can drop in and have a chat. Like for me, streams are more about socializing. I try and pick a theme. I try and cover stuff that I like. You know, N64 is a good one from time to time. I try and do different stuff. Yesterday I did one, but it was a bad idea to do one yesterday. I was really tired from doing my night shifts, and I was doing Kingdom Fusion something. Can't remember the full name now. Mushroom Kingdom Fusion. That's it. Mushroom Kingdom Fusion. And yeah, so that's a really, really good fan game. It's made in Game Maker. It's out for Windows. It's well worth checking out. You can play like lots of different characters. Ryu Hayabusa, the Mega Man characters, plenty of characters from Mega Man. The people behind it must like Mega Man a lot, right? There's a lot of good stuff on there. Shame it's not out for consoles or anything, but it's out for Windows, and that's dandy. I may put it on my Steam Deck actually, because I ended up putting Outrun on my Steam Deck again because yeah, Outrun's just fantastic, man. That new update it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Right, let's. Are we going to get into game? That's the one downer about games back then. You couldn't skip the cutscenes, right? You're watching a lot of cutscenes, and to be honest, cutscenes are probably better. Ooh. Yeah, do you know what I do? I do 12-hour shifts, man. It's been my job for a while, and it was a lot of fun before, right, with my previous boss, and that's why I stuck on it for so long. But with my previous boss no longer there, with the new bosses in, it's not like the new bosses are bad or anything, but the fun days are over. You know, when you work somewhere and it feels like you're just a bunch of guys working together, and girls, and when a problem comes, you get the solution, right? What's that? The Great Mighty Pooh. So you work out solutions and you do it, but there was never kind of any pressure. You know, when there was a lot of work, we worked. When there wasn't a lot of work, we chilled. But that day is kind of over now, man. But you know what? I have gone for a new job. It looks very promising, but you know I don't like to count my chickens before my eggs have hatched. So I really hope that goes well. I should find out within the next couple of weeks if everything goes well. It's looking promising. I've had an informal chat with the employer. He's very happy with me, and what that will mean, right? So I'll be taking a little pay decrease because the hours are significantly less, but I'll only be working 38 hours a week. I kind of do 38 hours now in 3 days, right? In 3 days I'll do 36 hours. It just means in the evening I'll have a lot more time for YouTube, and I'm hoping I can actually make enough from YouTube advertising, right, that it can subsidize the loss of incomes. It's a bit of a chance, but the thing is that I'm taking a sideways step into a different industry, right? But the skills don't look transferable, but if someone speaks to me, I know a lot about this new job I'm going into. So obviously the potential employer I spoke to recognizes this, and yeah, he's really happy about it. So hopefully that's something that can come true, you know. I hate saying this stuff because when it doesn't come true, I kind of feel gutted, right? What do I do? Do I swim? Am I just going to drown in here? Oh, he can swim. Okay. I know when intoxicated, swimming's not the best idea, right? Is he gonna? Sorry, guys, I suck at 3D platformers. I mean, the main idea behind this is it's working, right? We'll. Okay, what do I do? Do I go in here? There's a big B. Okay, what's chat saying? They fixed System 1 up. Yes, they did, Eon. They really, really did. I just missed that in this week's video, so that'll be in next week's video. Taking risks is how you succeed. Yeah, I've got to do that, man. Thanks, Nate. Need to get... Yeah, do you know what? Hopefully I'll get this soon. Literally found that this week about Arcade World UK. See, what? Arcade... Oh, yes. Arcade World. Yes, a while ago. So that was a couple of weeks ago. I remember I kind of put a tweet out about it. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in any of my news videos or anything, but yeah, that was sad, man. I mean, I know a few people that had orders with them and everything, right? So yeah, a little bit gutted. Some people had quite big orders with him. A few people might have had like a few buttons and a stick. You know, nothing that they're gonna consider significant. Sorry, guys. Conker's works, right? I suck at it. So let's go for Force Gemini now. I'm probably gonna suck at it just much, but as much. But it's got a nice intro now. This always crashed. I think the crash with Conkers was random, so you could potentially get further into the game. But the crashes were definitely random from what I remember. But Jet Force Gemini, guys, this game just didn't work. Like I would get here, and I think when I will do, all right, I'm going to leave it on 4:3, right? Because I've kind of trimmed my screen a bit. If I go pick the widescreen option, it may not work so well. Let's see if it's saved, if it takes me into the game. Okay, so I have got a game save. Will it skip the intro and just put me into the game, or do I have to? Oh, okay. Yep, I think I should be able to go straight into the game. Okay. Wow. Okay. So I watched the intro earlier, so that was good. Yeah, you know, Sniper Mike, I've got a whole bunch of parts from them, man. So I think every arcade stick that I've modded, what's the most recent one I modded was an 8-bit though, you know, the 2.4 gigahertz stick. That's the most recent one that I modded. I bought Sanwa buttons. Actually, no, I bought the Sanwa buttons from Amazon because they were really cheap. But I definitely bought the Sanwa stick from them. But what I end up doing is, like, me and a friend, we end up buying stuff together to save on shipping and whatnot, and we just put our order together. So I got that. Funny enough, one of my close friends, he just got an order in before they went bankrupt. Okay, amazing stuff, guys. This never worked. Last time I did this, and all the testing that I did, do I shoot this guy or is he my buddy? Nah, I get a feeling this guy's friendly. Okay, bullets on, unlimited. He's not happy that I shot him. What he looks like? He looks like Yoda, right? Like a I don't know, like an offbeat Yoda. Let's go in here. Let's see what happens. Now, I remember seeing adverts and stuff for this game, and at the time this came out, I really wanted to play it. And guys, I can honestly tell you, this is actually the first time I'm playing this game, right? Beyond when I tested this earlier, man. Yeah, beyond that, and a big shout out to Video Game Esoterica, right, for actually kind of assisting me with getting these ROMs kind of up and running and everything. So that was a lot of that was very kind of him. I was like, dude, I've been busy. I've seen that you've been covering this a lot on the channel. Just help a bro out, man. So I've got a lot of time for that guy. He's actually a really nice guy, man. We speak a lot. I guess we've got similar interests, right? And you know, we cover pretty much the same niche, right? But he's a really nice guy. There's been occasions which I can't go on to here where I had some issues with my channel, and the guy was very helpful, like very helpful. And that's when you find out, you know, who your friends are. Your friends are, at your time of need, they go out of their way to help, and he definitely did that. So super guy. Eon Parland, I love it. Yoda Gremlin. Oh, okay, wow. So Chris, you went to their warehouse. Sad to hear. Yeah. So they kind of disappeared. So what's happened? Has everyone that pre-ordered, are they going to lose their money, or is there like a refund thing in there? I don't really know, because it didn't directly affect me. I didn't look at it too deep. I just thought, damn, man, the guys are out. And I think, okay, so Brexit would be a main contributor, because previously with the European Union, they would have had a lot of EU customers, right? But when delivery taxes and it's made difficult to deliver there, it's something that would bankrupt a business that may have had the vast majority of their business from Europe, right? So that just kind of sucks. It made me so mad as a kid, I could not beat it. Well, you know what? I never played it as a kid. In fact, when the N64 was around, I was like in my late teens and maybe even early 20s when we played this. So probably late teens actually when it came out. So I remember seeing this, and I think I remember seeing a TV advert, and I was like, you know what? I have to. I really want to play this, but I never got around to playing it, guys. I feel like this is a FMV mode that we're doing here, right? But I don't actually mind checking FMVs. Like I said, the streams that I do are just they're really for me and you guys to chill, man. I just like chilling. Like seriously, any topic can go as long as it's not suitable for work. You know, PG. I try and make it a family friendly channel, right? Oh, okay. Do I? Oh no, it's this one to jump, right? So he can't climb stairs. He has to jump up the stairs. I mean, come on, Ray. You could have done better there. You could have just made him walk up the stairs. Or maybe there's not a reason to walk up the stairs. Oh, wow. He can hang on to stuff. That's pretty cool. Okay. Where do I go? I want to go and like shoot a couple of things in. I don't know, do some stuff. Again, just wondering about here. Okay. Do I talk to this? Oh, hold on. There's a door over there. That's probably the door I came in. I wonder. Oh, okay. I'm outside now. Come on. Let me shoot a little something, right? You know. No, that's the Yoda gremlin there. All right, guys. You know what? It's. Oh, hold on. He's telling me something. Okay, he said. Don't know what that means. Okay, I don't want to read it, but I read the bit where it said, you know, you got to destroy all the nearby enemies. That looks like some kind of portal. Let's go. No, okay, is that the enemies? Right, okay, is that the enemies? Right, let's try and shoot them. Oh, okay, I get to shoot something. Good stuff. All the controls were inverted on here, man. Okay, good stuff. Right. That was a funky little sound there. Okay, we're going to do the forest world. They moved to Haitian. Ah, okay, cool. Nah, nah, nah. You know what? It's weird. Sometimes a conversation can head into something that could be considered political, but I quickly then kind of steer it away from there because I can't be bothered. Sometimes I engage in chat if someone mentions something political, but I've learned the best thing. If someone mentions something political, just ignore it like you're not even seeing it. It's not worth the hassle. You know, I've learned a lot since doing YouTube, and some of the stuff is don't get personally invested in stuff, man. It doesn't end up nice. So you know, now that I've got a different approach on how I kind of deal with stuff. I was saying on a MiSTer Discord earlier, actually, every day I try my hardest not to be an a-hole, but some days are better than others, you know, or some days I fail. Wow, man. There was so much unskippable FMVs back then, right? You couldn't do that. The UK election this week were interesting. I don't know why I even read that out. No politics. Mind you, I did see Rishi Sunak in McDonald's doing a delivery round. You know, I think that's his new job. Actually, someone sent me that on WhatsApp, a picture. It was really funny, like him dressed up as an Uber driver. Right, okay, outset. Okay, interesting. We are in game, guys. Right, okay. Right, for its time, this just looked really, really good. And you know what? One thing that I haven't actually checked. Let me check one thing. I turned it on, but I don't know if I saved it, right? So let me go into, again, absolutely brilliant options, right? Have I got, no, okay, so I want clean HDMI on. I feel overall it looks better. Yeah, it looks better, right? Especially when you're I don't know if everything uses it. Maybe it's just placebo. Maybe it's looking exactly the same. At least to me, it feels like it's looking better. But maybe it's I can't remember. I'm going to leave it on anyway. So anything that uses it can use it, right? Oops, sorry, I'm moving that like to turn, but I forget that I'm using the left right the C keys. The C keys, is that what it's called? The 4 yellow buttons, but I forget they're actually strafe. Remember the days of these? There wasn't a standard for controls. I mean, there was a standard that was, ooh, that looks like someone I need to rescue. They look friendly. Oh, it is someone to rescue. Okay. Okay, you can jump a little bit higher. Where are the lasers coming from? Can I aim up or? Okay, I can't jump up and shoot. How do I aim up? Okay. Is it with nope? Okay, let's try something else, right? So, oh, Resident Evil 2, right? The patch version. Yeah, do you know what, Matt? At the time, okay, yeah, that's actually a good statement there, SNK Kev. At the time, I remember really, really wanting to play it. Like, I remember really, really thinking, wow, like this is good. Okay, that Capcom logo looked a bit squashed. Have I got a save file on here? Unlikely, right? No, there are no save files. Let's get back out. Oh, definitely easy, man. Let's go. Yeah, we'll go violence low. We'll go blue blood color, right? Let's keep it family friendly. I don't want to get flagged up as adult rated content. So what happens is if something gets picked up as adult content, guys, what happens is on YouTube you need to be signed in, right? You can't just be on a random machine not signed in, or maybe you can't even do it from incognito. So I know at work, if I watch YouTube, I don't log in. I just do it from a random account, and I'm sure there's plenty of people like that. Okay. So I know this was running to some extent before. Okay. I should really use the D-pad for this, right? It's definitely better. See, I like a lot of these games. I want to play some of them, but honestly, it's really, really difficult going back to tank controls now. Like at one point, tank controls were amazing. I absolutely loved them. Now I find it very, very difficult to go back to it. Oh, come on, I shot you in the head, zombie. Oh, come on. This was an expensive and a big game when it came out, man. It was hard to get as well. There weren't really too many of these around from what I remember. Nice, classic scene, man. These Resident Evils were classics, but if you haven't played the remake is really, really good, guys. Like it's fantastically good. Like I have to say, like amazingly good. Oh, you're not one of them. Okay, it was an early free development. A lot of games feel unintuitive. Yeah, I mean, I remember around the N64 time and even like some early PlayStation 2 games, definitely PlayStation 1 and N64, right? You had to learn a different control scheme for every game, man. Back then I was able to adapt to all of them. Now I can't do it. I mean, I'm a big fan of Resident Evil 4, right? So when they released that for the Wii, for the Switch, I bought it straight away. I started playing it, but it was very, very difficult to kind of do those controls again. It was just super tough. I found it hard. I mean, I started playing it. I got about halfway through, but the Resident Evil 4 remake, that's really, really good. I played it and then I stopped playing it about maybe 65% of the way through, and now I'd have to start it again. But the remakes are really good, man. I know people never really thought too highly about the original Resident Evil 3, right? I like the original Resident Evil 3 and I really like the remake as well. So I'm good with both of them. Like the remake, the original, loved it back in the day, loved playing the remake now. Yeah, Resident Evil 2 was fantastic though, the remake. That was really, really good. Yeah, I'll take some handgun bullets. Oh, okay, easy mode gives me a whole bunch of bullets, right? Okay. So let's use some of these bullets, right, and take these down. But again, I feel like it looks really, really nice. You know what? I will survive by shooting you in the head. Amazing, amazing. Oh wow, that's not even dead. Imagine that. You really in the older ones, you really, really need to do the survival stuff, right? Okay, so this works, guys. This is amazing. I think this ran for me before as well, but it would randomly crash, right? Wow, that's a lot of bullets, man. Some people got further in the game. I don't think anyone managed to complete it, but again, absolutely amazing seeing this stuff running, right? So, guys, we can do more ROM hacks. I've got some hacks here. So, hacks and homebrew. What have we got here? Let's do. So that's GoldenEye Tower, right? Check out the weekly news video that I put out earlier. It's got a link to the project if you want to check that out for yourself. Let's go Mario 64 Shadow Edition, right? That's a hack. I'm not sure if I had it on before. I put it on there today, but I felt like I felt like I may have had it before, right? What's this? Okay, wicked. My opinion, N64, there are less good games. Well, you know what, Matt Volk, like, yeah, overall, right, there was, so there was, like, on the N64, like, for multiplayer, like, at the time, Mario Kart and GoldenEye were just bliss, right? FIFA 98 was good on it as well, but the two main games were those. Yes, I would have to agree. The PlayStation had a lot more games going for it, right? It was just, it was just better. You know, it was. Sorry, I wouldn't say it was better necessarily. That's the wrong word. It was just more widely adapted, right? So there was a lot more games for it. Some of my favorite games are on there. It did have a lot more games, right? If I had to have one console, I'd probably pick the PlayStation because there's more games I like on there. Stuff like Metal Gear Solid, Siphon Filter, Castlevania Symphony of Night, the Bloody Raw games. There are some great games on there, but the multiplayer games, I definitely played more multiplayer than N64. And the beauty of the N64 was there wasn't a multi-tap or anything that was required, right? You just you had 4 ports on the machine itself, right? So you ended up yeah, you could end up just playing. Oh wow, that's nice. He pops out of a ring. That's very, very well done, right? So yeah, going back, playing 4 players on that, you yeah, you could just do it straight out the bat, man. It was fantastic. And you know, the N64 had some really good games on it, which I discovered, right? Okay, cool. All right. Wicked. Yeah, which I discovered when doing this call. There's some games that I found, and I was like, you know, oh, darn it, like these games are fantastic. Can you do it? Wow, guys, a lot of effort. Wow, even the physics, even the way he's moving. Okay, it's disappearing a bit. I was wondering if he'd done a triple jump, but no. Okay, so he's floating around. He's moving fast like Shadow and Sonic. This is really, really impressive, guys. Very, very impressive. Yeah. See, the multi-tap, not everyone had it. So we played some 2-player games. Like, so I found the PlayStation 2 was really good for stuff like Tekken and Soul Blade. You know, games where you would verse each other and then you would pass the controller around. There was a lot more games like that. But the Nintendo 64 actually has a lot of fighters on there, man. It's just no one really played them or no one really knew about them. Once I was doing a stream and they were pointed out and I checked out some of the stuff. But even stuff like Fighters Destiny, right? I didn't like it at the time. But playing it now, oh wow, guys, they've gone through lengths, right? Look what they've replaced Toad with. Amazing. Wow, guys, the amount of work that goes into these ROM hacks, seriously. We haven't actually tested out a proper game yet, right? Because even the games that aren't hacked like this were hacked in order for them to work on a MiSTer, right? So everything we've looked at so far is a hack, and everything has ran 4-player. Right, see, we never had Bomberman back in the day, right? It wasn't something that we had on the N64. F-Zero, I can't believe, like, my best buddy had it, because I went to my best friend and I said, look, he's not using his N64, he doesn't have a display for it now, right? So, I took 2 controllers and a few games off him, and F-Zero, he had it, and I don't remember him having it. I don't think we really played that game, but I have to say, that's one of the best racing games I've played. Wow, we've got tails there, guys. Seriously, amazes me how good this hack is. Look up there. We've got, you know, rings and crystals, and wow, okay, on the HUD. So that's really, really good. And for anyone that tries Mushroom Kingdom Fusion, right, you can pick Sonic and Tails in there as well. Wow, wow, wow! Like, seriously, amazing stuff, right? I'm kind of curious to see if at the top we've got that bomb. Sorry, I don't remember its name, King Bomb or wherever it is. Sorry, forgive me, man. I know a lot of you guys will be like, what kind of dude are you, right? You don't even know what that guy is called. Ha ha! Is that something? Is that Chomper Womper thing? Something out of the Sonic games, right? How do I... Mind you, I could turn it into a side scroller here. Ah! I don't want to fall down! Let's go up the mountain and let's see... Ah! Wow, he moves fast, man. I mean, he's supposed to move fast, but it just makes it a little bit tricky, right? I really want to go up the mountain now. And I want to see if they've gone to the effort of replacing the boss with a Sonic boss, because, wow, that really will be next level, right? So I'm trying not to move too fast. Oof. Ah! Okay, I'm gonna walk slowly, man. I'm too scared. I don't wanna fall off. Okay, right. Okay, my hearts are back up. So it still uses the hearts. Can I jump up? No, not yet. Okay. Oh, we're gonna get up there. No, okay, so it's still that king bomb. Okay, super stuff. So when I played this, right, and the first time I probably played this was on the core, it made more sense to me, right? You grab him, you run around him, and you chuck him off the mountain. I'm like, how many times have I got to chuck him off the mountain? Then I found that, you know what? I'm getting out. It's too fast. Let's load another game. Let's do, do you know what? One that I really, really like is, have I got it here? Was it Super Mario Kart? No, that's Super Mario 64. Sorry, it's got to be on the Mario Kart, right? No, where is... Ah, here we go. Okay, I really thought I had the Simpsons as well. Okay. Mario Kart 64 amped up. I don't know if that version works. CPU, okay. Oh no, actually it's called Simpsons Kart, isn't it? That's why. Again, a very, very interesting hack. Let me read some of the chat now as well. Oh, okay, Matt. That's interesting stuff. So they've got a rogue. So they've got a rogue like of Zelda Ocarina of Time. That's interesting, right? Because there's a roguelike for the original Zelda, which is really, really good. It's called Ancient Dungeon. It's very, very good. It's I really enjoyed it. I never really played the first two Zeldas, right? Ocarina of Time and Link's Awakening were like my main Zelda games. I never really played the ones on the NES. I used to watch my friend play them. But Zelda 1, right? Ancient Dungeon, the roguelike is really, really good. So I can imagine it being really good on Ocarina of Time as well. I never got on with Ocarina of Time, man. Watched my friend play it, done some boss battles, but there's too much brain power that's required to play that game, man. I just don't have it. Never did have it. Oh, wow, okay. You had parties with a projector. Good stuff, man. What was the latency like on projectors, man? I always found projectors, even though they were fun, there was a bit of latency, like a few frames of it, even at best, right? Again, this is really, really good. Excitebike, yeah, okay. Excitebike 64. You know what? Let's do that next. No problem. No problem, Jero. Yeah, cool. All right, okay. Wicked. Right. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go fast, right? Always go slow. Wow, look at that. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna go Ned Flanders, right? Just so I can hear Hadley Ho. Oh, okay. Pi Hut UK are selling. I mean, to be honest, at the moment, I'm happy with the sticks I've got. I've got my main one when I'm playing fighters on Fightcade. I've got a Xbox 360 Mad Catz Tournament Edition stick. The only stick that I want is I want a PlayStation 2 Soul Calibur stick modded with some of my parts that I did have at one point. Right, okay, I completely messed that up. So I really want that Soul Calibur stick modded up. But for now, I've got like a couple of 8-bit DOS sticks. One of them is modded. The other one I've actually got 6 spare Samurai buttons lying around. I just couldn't be bothered doing it last time, right? So I need to change the buttons on that. But I'll leave the stick on that, right? Because that's a second stick. That's a guest stick. And to be honest, I can actually, the standard stick, the stock stick on the 8-bit DOE RF stick is actually quite decent, man. I have to say, it's quite decent. I can even play Street Fighter on it. Some was obviously better, but I don't know if it's worth replacing just in case someone comes around and we play, right? So I'll leave that for now. I will replace the buttons at some point. But honestly, I've got too many sticks. And, do you know, I'm a PC gamer, right? I'm not going to buy a PS5. Very, very unlikely, right? I'm not going to buy an Xbox Series. In fact, I never thought an Xbox was worth getting, to be honest. I've got the Xbox One, but everything comes out for the PC, right? And it runs better on the PC. You've got better options, you've got higher frame rates. So I just haven't seen the point in having an Xbox, right? There's no real exclusives on there. There's no reason to buy it. Now, I guess some people like it. They like it in their front room. They like some of the stuff. Cool. That's for you. Me personally, I really think the Xbox is pointless. Like, honestly, if you've got a decent PC, if you haven't got a PC, then yeah, you know, I mean, I like Gears of War, I like Forza. If you can't play it on a PC, then yes, Xbox may be an option. For anyone that's got a PC with, let's say, for example, an RTX card, you don't really need an Xbox, man. You know, if you've got like a 30,000, a 3000 series, sorry, or a 4000 series NVIDIA GPU and decent PC spec, seriously not worth getting, not worth at all getting an Xbox Series. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I'd rather get a PlayStation, because at least on a PlayStation there are some exclusive, or at this point they're timed exclusives, right? Because they do eventually end up coming out for PC, like the Horizon Zero Dawn games, The Last of Us, God of War. What else is there? What's that zombie game? I can't remember what it is. I've got it, just can't remember what it is. Right, let's do Excite Bike 64. It's going to be right at the end of it. Right, here we go. Excite Bike. Oh, let's go revision 1. Okay, good stuff. I hope everyone's having like a good Saturday, guys. Good Saturday evening, afternoon, wherever you are, guys. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a good one. Right. Yeah, that was, you know what, that sucked with Microsoft, man. It's like, oh yeah, look at that. We're the biggest company now. We've acquired, what was it? What was their most recent acquisition? Was it when they acquired the people that make Call of Duty, right? They acquired them. But what's the first thing that they did, guys, right? They laid off lots of staff. And you know, this is where the conversation goes a little bit political, but I won't say any more on it apart from the fact that, you know what they did? They're like, okay, we need to deliver to our shareholders now. Let's get rid of loads of staff so we can now give them some dividends on this amazing deal, man. Like, I have no sympathy for these large companies, right? Because the way I see it is, if they could shaft me, if they could suck my blood out, right, and put me on like 500 subscription charges for everything, they would. So I don't see why I have love back for them, right? And this goes for lots and lots of companies, even companies that I loved as a child. You know what they're doing now, I don't necessarily like a lot of stuff, but you know what, enough of that. Yup, Activision, yeah, thank you very much, SNKK. But Activision previously joined up when it was Blizzard and Activision to Active Blizzard, or whatever they're called now, right? World of Warcraft people with Call of Duty, right? What we got here? Yo, Marcel, how you doing, man? Hello to you too, buddy. What's this? Oh, Nate, I just use my Steam Deck as my main PC. Now, do you know what? I've gone a little bit of I've gone silly, man. I've got the Asus ROG Ally, I've got the Steam Deck, I've got a GPD WinMax 2, so those are free handheld PCs, right? But the WinMax 2 is very, very good for production on the go, man, and I can live stream in bed with a full keyboard. The Steam Deck is just wicked. The ROG Ally is just crap. Like, yeah, it's powerful, it plays games well. The analog sticks are too loose. The D-pad is rubbish on it. And honestly, the only reason I actually got it was because it's too much hassle putting inverted commas borrowed games on the Steam Deck, right? So if I do borrow a game off the internet, it's just easier to put it on the ROG Ally. But to be honest, I don't even like borrowing games off the internet, because I like the Steam integration, right? I like the cloud saves and everything. So it's very, very rare that I'll do that. And I don't even finish games these days, man. That's why I'm playing stuff like Outrun, right? I mean, I'm like, wow, Outrun's wicked. It's just pick up, play it. Streets of Rage 4, yes, I'll play that. And then I'll play some games on like the Analog Pocket or the MiSTer, right? I like playing Metroidvanias because as long as I don't leave them for too long, I can kind of go back to them, right? So, yeah, it's very. I really wanted to play Cyberpunk, but honestly, I feel like a lot of new games, it's like having a second job. There's so much you need to learn, so many systems, so much tweaking. The only game I can really, really do that in is Monster Hunter. But even now, when I play Monster Hunter, I feel like overwhelmed, because, I mean, I've put like, you know, 2,000 hours in that game, Monster Hunter World, since it came out. Monster Hunter 4U, I put 700 hours in, so I will play Monster Hunter Wilds when it comes out. In fact, I'm really looking forward to it. But man, like, you can really get into the customization, and my customization and the armor sets and the skills and the weapon sets that I made, they were actually it was really good, because I'd make one thinking, wow, like, I've just discovered this seems to be good. And then what would happen was a couple of days later, one of the big YouTube channels like Arix Gaming or Rage Gaming videos, they would release a video saying, try this set out, and I was like, shit, man, like, I was actually on that. That is the exact set I made. There might have been a couple of minor differences in there, but in essence they were the same. Don't get me wrong, it's not like I made every single set. Sometimes they would recommend a set that would be really, really good, and it's not something I would spot. But I knew the game well enough to know, okay, this works or this doesn't work. And if anyone hasn't played Monster Hunter, man, Monster Hunter World is wicked. Don't even bother with Rise. I mean, Rise isn't bad, but it's a mobile game, right? Just remember that it's a mobile game. It's designed for a mobile phone. When I say a mobile phone, it's designed for the Switch. So, you know, that's that. So let's run this up. So J-Rod, that was for you, Excite Bike, and I'm really sorry there was nothing there to get you excited. What was this one here, right? So okay, let's go fight as Destiny 2, right? Because this is a good fighter, right? A very, very good fighter. Let's have a look at, okay, I just saw something flash up there. Okay, so Parasol Star. Right, yeah, so Parasol Stars, I can actually get that for free right now. I can get it for free on one of my chosen platforms, right? Switch. But you know what? I have to do a review for it or cover it. Now, I've spoken to the company that gives me free games in order for coverage. And I've said to them that, look, I'd like to do giveaways because I'd rather do a giveaway either on Twitter or like on a YouTube community post. And that way I get the free game and I give it away. I'm not really too interested in playing it. I mean, I like to have it in the collection, but I've got different ways of playing it as well, right? So I'm kind of good with that, but I want to give it away. So yeah, I saw that one coming out. Like I've taken them up. I took them up on Rainbow Cotton, the new one that came out, the Dreamcast remake for the PC. And to be honest, it wasn't that good. It looks good, but it doesn't have that arcade feel in 3D. But yeah, so the email for that come up. I nearly took them up on it. But what I will start doing is with you know, if all is good and I end up getting this new job and I've got more time, then I'll take up new releases like Parasol Stars that I actually like Rainbow Islands and the stuff that these guys cover. And I'll actually do videos on them because, yeah, I'll get a free game, or I can give the game to a friend of mine if I'm not interested in it, but I can still do a video on it, provided like there's people that watch it. I mean, I might just do a live stream on it. It'll be interesting. But you know what? I never really played Parasol Stars, right? I played Rainbow Islands a lot. I played Parasol Stars a little bit, I think, on the PC Engine. There was another game on the PC Engine called Don Doka Don, right? Which I don't know where it fits into that world, but that's a very, very good game, man. Very, very good game. Let me have a look at some of the chat. I like it when games have good demos playing, right? Now, this game is good. Like, I think I played this back in the day, but I never understood it. I don't know if you could call this like a Diet Virtua Fighter, but it seems to have some stuff going for it, man. But I think the first part, I never played the second part. I never got into it. I couldn't get into it, me and my friends. But just looking at it, it looks good. It looks like it's got a good system. It's got a good amount of tactics. And it looks like, you know, if two people know this game, they would have good matches with one another. Right, let's have a look at some of the chat. Okay, yeah, SNKKF makes sense. I know you're a bit of a collector. You even bought the Mist recently, right? So that's fairly awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, that definitely sucks about them. I understand, you know, they've got to protect their IPs and everything. But what happens is a lot of these companies, they go on the stock market. They have to, you know, the CEO is responsible for, you know, delivering to the shareholders. If they don't, they've got too many questions to answer. Whereas I'll give you one piece of advice. If you're ever looking to work anywhere, it's always better if you can work for a limited company than one that's a publicly trading company, right? That's just my experience in life. Maybe it's different for others, but I generally find public limited companies don't have the level of greed. A lot of the privately owned companies, like limited companies, don't have the greed that the corporate ones do, right? They don't have the same targets to deliver, and they're not as ruthless at, you know, just kind of cutting you out and dashing you out there. Okay. Oh, so, yeah, but Amiga had some really good versions. I can imagine Parasol Stars being good on the Amiga, man. Rainbow Islands, I played that on the Amiga, and that's one of my favorite games of all time. I'm looking forward to the arcade core, but in all honesty, the Amiga one really, really kind of scratches that itch, and that's the version that I used to play, man. Oh, wicked, man. Yeah, your mum played the Bubble Bobble games. Bubble Bobble is just classic, man. Bubble Bobble, I played that, I watched that more in the arcade than played it. There was a guy at my local arcade. This guy was amazing. Guy was just wicked at Bubble Bobble, man. Guy was like, he was just a pleasure to watch, man. Like, absolutely amazing at it. But he always used to put his name as Sex, S-E-X, and it used to show 3 question marks. Now, when I've tried that in Bubble Bobble myself, it just saves the name as Sex. So I imagine there was one regional variant out there. Maybe I should try the European version. I'm not sure what version they had at my kind of local arcade. And when I say local arcade, it was a local mini arcade. You know, we'd have pool tables, a social club in the back, and maybe it had like 10 different machines. But Bubble Bobble was there. It's the same place that had Ninja Turtles. It had Final Blow and Superman among the games that I can remember. Right, let's have a look, guys. Any more requests, guys? Get them in there, man. Yeah, but yeah, Parasol Stars is good, man. I like how it plays. I just never played it back in the day, so I won't be as good on it as some of the other ones, right? Let's do Flying Dragon. I think I tried that before, right? Flying Dragon. I think it is a game, right? About flying dragons. Is it an RPG? Hopefully it's not. Really hope it's not. There was a fighter where you fly on dragons. I wonder if it's this, or am I thinking of like a Saturn game? This course fantastic though, by the way, guys. Do you know a game that everyone's parents liked was Tetris, man. Everyone loves Tetris. Put in the customary PCN. Okay, you know what? Okay, PC Emma, that'll do. I can't be bothered again deleting and doing it. Makes for very, very boring viewing, right? Oh, okay. I'm not sure if I played Virtual Hiryu. Okay, is that something from? Okay, wow. Okay, let's just go. Looks very Dragon Ball-y, right? Maybe I haven't played this game. I can't remember. Oh! Let me put the volume up a little bit. Some games the volume's a little bit louder. Some games it's a little bit lower. Okay, just let me start, man. Again, interesting game, right? What's it called again? Let's have a look. Flying Dragon. I'm digging the artwork, man. I like the artwork. I like the art direction. Let's see what the game's like. Am I controlling a character? Ooh, okay. Yeah, man. Good stuff. I will win this match. Let's fight. Buddy, you got Pixel Cherry Ninja controlling you, man. You're not winning anything. I'm telling you that now. I won't let you do that. You know what? I'm going to take that. No, you're not the champion, man. I'm the champion. Please let it be a D-pad game. Oh, good. At least you can... Oh, okay. Oh, wow. That's a... Wow! Ah, he's got a fireball. One button fireball. Okay. Wow. Again, see, this is what I meant, right? There's some decent fighters on this, right? Now, I don't know if this is any good or not. I mean, it doesn't have a bad feel about it. And I'm sure, you know, there's certain tactics about this. Let me see. Is it a two-button grab? No? Okay. Okay, I won that one. Got no idea what I'm doing here. Oh, this guy's just breaking my arms, man. This game's alright, you know. First time I'm playing it, I was thinking of a completely different game. I was legit thinking about a game with dragons flying around in it. You might actually win this round. Oh wow, okay. Interesting move. Okay, I might be able to pull this one back, you know. No, I think he won it. All right. Let's run another game. This is interesting though. Very interesting fighter, I have to say. Guys, any suggestions? Just whack them up in there, man. We can definitely have a look at some, right? Do you know what? Another good one is. Where is it? Where is Rakuga Kids? Okay. Oh wow, okay. So Sniper Mike went to an Amiga event in Nottingham last weekend. You know, I've never been to Nottingham. One of my mum's cousins lives there, and I was very close with her. She's a nice lady. She lives out there with her husband. I always say to myself, I'll go and visit her. But you know, it's like one of those things. I never ever get around to it. So this game's really good, guys. This game's a proper fighter, right? I mean, like proper fighter. You want to get your arcade stick out and play it against someone, right? So let's go game mode. Okay. Ooh, versus probably 2 players. So I'm gonna have to go story mode. Let's go free play mode. Okay, I'm gonna be lame, guys, and I'm gonna go Andy and Astronaut, right? Because he is pretty much your Ryu, right? Or Ryu, however you want to call it. I know it's got some Tony Hawk's games, J-Ro, but yeah, I never really got them. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, Donkey Kong music played by the composer on saxophone. Nice, good stuff.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Nice. Okay, so I'm playing this like with my fingers now instead of my thumb as buttons. Look at that. And if he jumps, look, I can do a dragon as well. Wow, look how good that looks, man. There's a special in here as well. The special's nuts. Oh. Let's just spam the fireballs, man. Look at the animation, man. So darn good. Got dash as well, man. Like seriously good game. Look at that dragon punch. Goes up like a rocket. Oh, I tried to do a jumping combo, right? But okay, I won that one. There is a way of doing a special in here.
KO. You win.
I love booting up Donkey Kong 64 just to play Jetpack from the ZX Spectrum. What is that? Is that like a cheat in there or something? Oh, okay, here, nice one, Matt. So they played this one. Good taste. I mean, again, I would have never discovered a lot of this stuff if I wasn't doing like, so, you know, doing like test cores, right? Testing this core. As the testing of this core was brilliant. It was such a great time, man. Like, I remember last summer, like doing it and just running stuff on it, man. It was fantastic. Really fun. I remember racing around Mario Kart in those blocks. Okay, that was my special. I missed it. Right, okay, let's run with something else. So, chromatic. I'll be interested in that chromatic Tetris, but not the device. Yeah, it does look like a nice version of Tetris, right? Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't mind testing that chromatic out. Like if I was offered like a promo of it to do a review, I would take it to test it out and to mess around with it. I like Game Boys, man. I have a soft spot for them. I mean, it sounds like a good product when it actually releases. So it'd be interesting to see kind of like, you know, where it goes, how many sales it gets, and whatnot. All right, let's whack something else on. But this is very, very good, guys. Definitely try it out, Rakuga Kids. Another really good game here is Beetle Adventure Racing. Let's get the USA version. Here we go. This is really, really good. It's a very, very good racer. It's a very good cross between like a simulation and an arcade game. It plays really, really well. Like I like it. I like it a lot. So okay, I kind of covered it in the weekly news video. So the first thing that's gonna come, guys, is the board, right? After the board, yeah, WrestleMania, no worries, Valkyrie. As long as I don't bloody forget, I will run that next. So first, the board's gonna come. After the boards, the console version is going to come, and the handheld might still be some time away. That's what I'm looking forward to the most, right? I want the handheld, man. I want to be able to play this stuff in bed, right? I mean, playing like the PlayStation version of Symphony of the Night on a MiSTer handheld will just be amazing. Don't get me wrong, I actually don't mind software emulation for PlayStation, like playing Symphony of the Night on a software emulator. Like, I don't have issues with it. Like, the best handheld version for me to play of Symphony of the Night is actually the Android version. I've got like an Android handheld and it plays really, really well on it, man. I feel because it's Android, people think, oh, it's not going to be good. Man, it's wicked. It's $2.99. It plays really, really well. But going back to the MiSTer handheld, it's still going to be some time away. You know, I should be getting like, so when the first lot are mass produced, I should be getting like a day one straight from Taki. So that's interesting because that'll give that'll give someone else an opportunity, right? Not just Taki showing it on the video, but hopefully I'm pretty sure Video Game Esoterica will get one as well. I'm not sure where Lou from Lou's Retro Sources in this conversation, but I'm sure if he's spoken to Taki, he'll get one as well, right? So if us three get it, it'll be nice to run tests on there, right? So I should be getting a board initially, and guys, honestly, I'm looking forward to kind of messing about with it and testing it out. Like, you know, if it delivers on everything, right? Remember, we haven't got everything yet, right? There's other projects that are in the making. I mean, Mars has faced delay after delay after delay, but that's something in the making. You know, hopefully they'll see the light of day, or if they'll see the light of day. We've got the Replay 2 as well. Even though I'm super excited about that and I think very, very highly of the project, it hasn't surfaced yet, right? Same with the Taki clone. Taki seems very, very competent. He shares a lot of stuff and he's shown his clone board running, right? Originally when he kind of popped onto the scene. So there's a lot of stuff happening. I guess, you know, once we get hands on it and it's available, and we've got the Super Sega, which, to be honest, guys, like, yeah, I just get non-stop alarm bells about that one. There's not until they show something. The fact that they want to crowdfund it, they want to promise you a dream. You know, crowdfunding's very, very risky. I like the main things that I've crowdfunded, right, are GPD devices, GPD Win, because I really like their devices. The first handheld PC I got, in fact, the first one I got was an 8-inch tablet from a company called Lynx, Linx, and that actually ran like Skyrim at 20 frames a second. It ran Resident Evil 5 at like 30 FPS, surprisingly, right? And it came with like a controller that I never used. It would go in there, like it would be like a, you know, like the Nitro docks you've got for the Switch, like that. It would be like a cradle it would go into and you could play it, but I never found the controllers comfortable. But then I bought the GPD Win 1, which was fantastic, like a tiny little PC, and it just worked really well. It ran Fightcade, it ran Borderlands at like 20 FPS, sorry, Borderlands 2. you know, I was playing like Batman, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City on it, and I was amazed, thinking, wow, I'm playing PC games, and that's what got me into PC gaming. Then I got the GPD Win 2. Then after that, I skipped the 3. I got the GPD Win Max, which was bigger, and by then I started doing YouTube, so I was using it for production. It just worked really well, and now I'm on like the GPD Win Max 2. But all those things, sorry, not the first one. But after that, actually, not even the second one. The second one I bought after it when it released on like Geek Buying or AliExpress. But the WinMax 2020, the WinMax 2, I crowdfunded those, right? But it was a company that had already delivered multiple crowdfunding projects, right? Actually, I had the Android device, the GPD XD, before that, right? So, but if it's a new company, there's a massive risk there, guys. So I don't know what this Super Sega are going to be doing, right? Because, you know, apparently they've got Dreamcast stuff running. I emailed them. I said to them, okay, show me the footage of the Dreamcast stuff running. Or I didn't say show me the footage. I said, if you would like to share some, I'll gladly show it on the channel, right? I'll obviously point out that, you know, I haven't corroborated this. They've just sent me this, but this is what they're showing, and I'll make sure to point that out. But they haven't responded back to me, right? And they actually initially made contact because in one of my videos I said they're actually showing a 20k FPGA. So they sent me one. They sent me a link to an FPGA that was 100k or 103k logic elements, and it was £223 on MiSTer. However, I don't understand how something with 100k logic elements, I keep missing a nitro in this game, something with 103k logic elements, which is less than a MiSTer, is going to be able to do something like the Dreamcast. Doesn't make sense to me. I mean, a lot of stuff just doesn't add up. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that develops. I don't want to be too critical and, you know, really go hardcore at it. I've learned my lesson when I've done that, and I'm not going to get personally invested in anything, right? But I don't know, my gut just says there's something up with that, you know. Until proven otherwise, I'm going to be very skeptical, man. Okay, let's run something else. But guys, this is a good game. It's a game well worth checking out, right? So let's run something else. Oh, someone said something, didn't they? And I said I'll play it. Oh, it was a WWF game. Where is it? Oh, WrestleMania 2000. Cool, coming up. Hopefully that's the one that lets you. What? Okay, what's going on here? Controller, right? Okay. Okay, let's let that run. Let's have a look. Hopefully this lets me do computer versus computer. Yeah, Matt, hopefully it is. I mean, to be honest, based on everything I've seen of Takyudon and any conversations I've had with him, whether private or in public, he seems very competent, man. Very competent. So that's interesting, right? Oh, Valkyrie Wicked Off-Road Challenge. Guys, just kind of remember, I forgot to say it, but if you write the games in block capitals, they kind of stand out a bit. I haven't got a post-it or anything handy, so I'm not going to write them down. So if I do forget, do remind me again, guys, because my memory is like a sieve. How long have we been streaming for now? Ooh, what we doing? Oh, 1 hour 13 minutes. I'm gonna kind of end it at 2 hours because it'll be midnight here, and I've got a friend coming around late tomorrow at like 3 a.m. Let's do exhibition. Okay, let's do tag team. Please have computer versus computer. All right, we'll do WrestleMania. Oh, come on. Oh, watch. Yes. I love it when it has the watch feature. It means I don't have to play it. I can read the chat and chill. And I'll even take a non-title match. Okay, it can be a non-title match. Okay, so Mr. Ass. All right, I'm going to have to go Mr. Ass, surely. All right, let's go. Wow, I remember this having a lot of wrestlers in there, right? A lot of them I don't actually know, man. It's supposed to be the Undertaker. Is this the one that had like? All right, we're gonna go Chinna, right? Okay, so I guess that. All right, that's interesting. So it's got customization in there. Superstars. All right, let's go. Let's go Undertaker. I wish if it had like some classic. Okay, Shane McMahon. No. Right. Who is Farouk? Okay. Badshaw. I'm trying to find someone, I don't know. Alright, let's just go Edge. Here you go, I like it. Now let me take a sip of my drink. And I love it. And just for record, I am drinking orange squash today, guys. Yeah, I love it when the AI fights, man. It makes I feel like it makes everything so much easier. Check out my ass. What is all that about? Oh yeah, the OLED mod that Taki's doing sounds interesting, right? I've got 3 switches in the house, 3 modded, 3 unmodded, man. My kids don't play them so much. In fact, actually, they didn't play them for ages, and then yesterday they ended up playing. One of them ended up playing Bus Simulator, and they started playing Smash Brothers against each other as well. They keep trying to get me to play Smash Brothers with them, but I hate the fact that it's on analog. So I never quite get on with it, even though it's got obviously some of my favourite characters in there, right? From Castlevania, it's got Simon Belmont, right? And it's obviously got Ken and Ryu in it from Street Fighter. So that is really good, right? Okay, what's chat saying? Guys, J-Ro's really good at modding stuff. He does like some 3D printing cells as well. So yeah, he's got some really good stuff out there. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, Valkyrie, yeah, the Beetle game's wicked. Okay, so Matt H said photos, he's teased like part of the photos, but what Taki said is he hasn't patented the designs yet, so he doesn't want to show them off fully because they will get cloned. So hopefully we'll get those soon. So Jero, hopefully Analog 3D will be out this year, right? And I'm kind of looking forward to that, right? I'm a big fan of analog, right? As much as I love the MiSTer, I really like the Analog Pocket as well. And you know, I like both the devices. I like analog devices. I mean, I've only got the Pocket. I'll likely, it's possible I may get a 3D to kind of do some stuff on the channel. I'm not quite sure at the moment. I've kind of bought a flash card. I've got some games, some controllers in preparation. Yeah, modded Game Boys are excellent, man. They're addictive. I've had to stop buying them, so unless I get a chromatic later. So look. Oh, okay, Gerald, that sounds interesting. I heard a rumor that an FPGA is in the works, but no credible evidence. Okay, that sounds interesting. If you ever get any credible evidence, then just hit me up on the Discord, Gerald. Let me know, because that'll be something worth mentioning in the news. But obviously, once it's credible, right? There are 12 bottle combinations. Yes, that looked really good, and it's a shame he didn't show the Famicom colors. He showed the US colors, right? Because I really do like the Famicom colors for the SNES. I really think they're nice. I thought the American Super Nintendo was ugly, man. The shape of it was ugly, and the button colors weren't as good as the Japanese or the European one. Okay, so in the European one we had like the 50 hertz PAL version, but yeah, man, it looked really good. Hello, ladies. Where are the ladies at? Amanic 556 OLED screen is so good. I don't mind some of the Amanic stuff, but the D-pads are lackluster, man. The AYN Odin has a good D-pad, but it's Android. And I bought a Mio Mini Plus, and the D-pad on that is a lot better than any of the Ambernic devices I've had. Oh, not the Ambernic Arc, though. That's got a good D-pad. However, the D-pad doesn't last that long. It keeps getting stuck in one thing. When you hold it down, it gets stuck a little bit on the right-hand side. So I think, Matt, don't quote me on this, I think Buddu 2 might eventually work on a GBA core with RTC support. I can't remember if it's anytime soon or later, or even if he said yes to it, so don't quote me on that. I know he's trying to improve or make some improvements on the RTC on the Game Boy Color core. I never used the RTC features, so they don't mean anything to me. I know the Pokemon guys like that, but I didn't properly get into Pokemon until much later. Because you know, when Pokemon was out, I was a cool guy. I was going out, so it would have been cool for me to do that at the time. Buddu 2 is working on a GBA core. Yeah, I kind of thought he was, but you know, sometimes I get the lines blurred, and so yeah, thanks for confirming that, man. By the way, Buddu 2 is freaking awesome, man. Really nice guy, man. Like the guy a lot. Right, okay, I think I've seen enough of this. The Famicom colored in advanced IPS mode. Yeah, man. Yeah. Famicom colors look good anyway, to be honest. Right, let's run something. Oh, Yoshi's Story. So that was one of the ones that didn't work for a long time, right? But then it started working. I remember how it came to be. Like some of the background was missing, everything there. Okay. Sniper Mike, are you talking about the analog N64 349? If it is going to be that price, then that would be very good value. Let me turn this down a tad. The American SNES is great, has aggressive look. The European version is dope looking. Yeah, do you know what? I just never liked the American one, man. I'd never liked the square shapes. But again, it's down to personal choice, isn't it? You know, some people like it. Some people, yeah, some people like yourself, SNK Kev, like both. It's just personal choice, man. I never ever liked the design. I remember seeing it in magazines. I remember seeing it growing up, and I was like, wow, okay, you know what? Like, I'm just so glad that we got the Japanese design, and it wasn't like there was a Japanese exclusive design, and you know, we America and UK was the same. I wonder what the thought process was behind that, right? You know, why did they make the American one all squarish and, you know, the Japanese one? I mean, these guys have usually got a reason behind it, right? They hold their focus groups, and you know, they look at the results these things produce. Do I chuck an egg? Oh, okay, cool. I'll have some fruit. Oh, no, I'm going to eat you up. Okay, so you can only dash it forward. I thought you might be able to aim it like in Yoshi's Story. Okay, so different fruits. Can I aim this up there? Oh, I can. Okay, with the analog stick. Interesting. Good looking game for its time, though, I have to say. Let's go down here. Okay, I've got myself a lot of fruit. Okay, interesting. Right, it's blocked my way down there. Let's run something else. It's fugly. I like that. Right, X7 RTC. Okay, yep. So some of the flash cards have RTC. I know one of my Game Boy ones has the Game Boy Color one, right? Has got one on there. Oh, Xena. Okay, now I was gonna do Xena. Let's. Oh, Road Rash has Soundgarden music on it, doesn't it? I think someone was kind enough to give me a warning, so I didn't get a copyright strike. Okay, Mickey Speedway is good, but we have done a few racing game, right? Magical Tetris Challenge, always good, right? A little bit of Tetris. Ah, okay, Matt, so you play a lot of the GBA ROM hacks, good stuff. You see, I played, so the original Pokemon, right? Do you remember when, was it Symbian OS or was it a Java OS? I can't remember. So it was a mobile phone called the Nokia, I think it was a 6600, right? When I played 6600, and on that it had like a Game Boy black and white emulator. So I played Pokemon Yellow on that, man, and I was blown away. I was like, wow, I can actually emulate on my phone. So I actually completed Pokemon Yellow on that one. I was like, okay, let me yeah, so I was blown away. That's the first time I played Pokemon. But around the time Pokemon came out, because I didn't want to play Pokemon because, you know, I wanted to be one of the cool kids, right? You know, I didn't want to be seen as one of the kids. My little brother used to play it, right? So I ended up buying this game called Dragon Warrior Monsters, man, and you know what? I absolutely adored that game. I really liked it. It was made by Enix before there was a Square Enix, and it's set in the same world as the Dragon Quest games, right? Really famous RPGs, right? And yeah, I really like that game. In fact, I completed it a couple of times. I ended up completing it on emulation on my phone years later as well. That's how much I liked it. And the way you could join characters, you got them married, and characteristics got passed on. And instead of like the different colored versions like red, blue, yellow, it had like, I think it was called Kobe and Tara in so Dragon Warrior Monsters Kobe's Adventure or whatever. Had that stuff in there. Okay, it's got hard drop in there as well. Good to know. Okay, the endless mode in this is good. I tried like the magical challenge version. To be honest, it wasn't really for me, right? It felt too off the real Tetris, and it had some really, really weird shaped blocks in it as well. So it's got a mellow soundtrack though, I've got to say. Have you seen the people, the way they play Tetris, man? They do that tapping stuff on the back of the controller so they can get inputs quicker, right? Because it's quicker than tapping the D-pad. It's easier to hold, put your finger on the D-pad and keep, like, mash the back of the NES controller. Absolutely insane when I saw that. I was like, wow. You know, the lengths people go to and the techniques people invent to get an edge in, you know, to get better at games. I mean, I've never been that good at games, man, just in general, especially when you see the people out there, man. When it comes to Tetris, those guys are just, they're ruthless, man, absolutely ruthless at Tetris. There was a kid that he beat like the Tetris world record, right? And I think that lasted like a couple of weeks or a couple of days, and then someone went and smashed his record as well. So that's interesting, right? You ever beat a record, there's always a chance someone else is going to beat your record, right? Yeah, really, the soundtrack's really good for this, man. It's very, very mellow. Right, let's run something else. Yo! Member for 4 months. Congratulations, SNK Kev, man. Wicked. SNK Kev, what game you want to see, my bro? We can whack that on. Oh, Mario Tennis is interesting. Mario Tennis. Okay, my kids were playing that on the Switch earlier, actually. Wicked, wicked. I like how you've replaced the ninja with a sword. Fantastic, man. Been rolling. Yep. Oh, is that what it's called? Yeah, rolling. I keep tapping. Yeah, man. Like, how amazing was that? Tetris Fair is a cool version of Tetris. Very underrated game. I think I tried that one on here. Okay, that's weird. Is that the first game that's not working? Okay, that's interesting because I know Mario Tennis definitely worked before. Let's try this version now. Okay, cool. Bit of success with this, but that was interesting. One version didn't quite work there. Okay, again, like this. Look, it's nice with that option on, man. I know there's more options on. I haven't really messed around with too many of them. I don't always mess around with stuff, but yeah, man, look, it looks better with a clean HDMI, man. It just looks better, at least in my humble opinion. Right, let's have a look. Oh, we're just gonna be. Oh no, okay, yeah, we're gonna be a paratrooper, right? Okay. Let's be this thing here. We're going to make you easy. I'm probably going to lose still anyway. Oh, F-Zero. Yep, no problem. That'll be coming up next, man. Oh, is this where Waluigi got? I love fun facts like that. Thanks for that, Matt. Right, we've got F-Zero next. Hope not to forget. I'm not going to finish this game because I don't want to forget. I really do think the Mario Tennis games are great, man. What's the one on the Switch is good as well. Like I like the different challenges and the mini games and the different things you've got in there, man. It's very nice. I thought Sega done a really good job with different game modes, you know, in Crazy Taxi, Virtua Tennis, and like the Outrun games. Anyway, let's do SNK Kev's request, right? So here we go. F-Zero is 100% super fantastic. Okay, we've got about 30 minutes left of this stream. Luigi does need his own game, man. I call like my middle son Waluigi because, you know, sometimes I go to their younger cousin's house, right? And their younger cousins have, you know, the go-karts the kids have? They run on a battery, you can charge them up. They go like 5 miles an hour, right? He still likes riding those. So he rides them and his legs are popping out and he looks like Waluigi in Mario Kart. Cracks me up every single time, man. Okay, love the soundtrack for this game, man. Let's turn it up a tad. We rolling. Guys, if you haven't played this, seriously play this. It really is one of the best races out there. The one on the GameCube is really good as well. Hopefully, I'm really hoping the GameCube one comes out for the Nintendo Switch again. Just recently, what was it? Well, a few months ago, actually. No, a while back now, like 6 months plus back. They released the Game Boy Advance tracks on the SNES version of F-Zero. But then what they did, right, as the next hack the guys did, they then released the SNES versions on the Game Boy Advance version of the game, right? So the other way around. So that's really, really cool. Like, it's lovely seeing that stuff in the community, right? Yeah, so that was yeah, that was cool. That was cool. So nice to see those on there. I remember F-Zero on the Game Boy Advance. It was a great game. It was one of the early launch games as well. So everyone kind of had a copy, right? And when you went to buy a game, you know, when you went to trade in a game, you always saw plenty of copies of it. There was lots of them around. So, you know, I'd go as far as to say the majority of people that had the GBA likely had the F-Zero game. What is it? Something Terminal Velocity or something? Or Maximum Velocity, I think it was called. Do you know, I stopped paying my Nintendo Switch online subscription, but when I was paying it near the end, that F-Zero 99 was a lot of fun, man. I like the 99 games Nintendo released for the Switch. 99 Tetris, 99 Mario was okay as well, man. But yeah, I found that hard. But the Battle Royale F-Zero and Tetris were they were fantastic, man. Like really, 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 really good ideas, really, really good games. Just very, very well executed, and I hope they kind of live on as fan games, right? I hope there's different ways of playing that stuff online. Yeah, oh, sorry, hey, Matt, you're just talking about F99. Yeah, that was wicked, man. Very, very good. I think that's still going because they're around for a limited period of time, aren't they? And then once they're gone, right? The Tetris one was really good as well. Pac-Man 99, yeah, sure. Let's do a little bit of Pac-Man 99. Oh, sorry, Pac-Man 99 is a game you're talking about on the Switch. Sorry, I'm getting brain dead here. That was funny. Oh, what's this? PD Ultraman Battle Collection. That sounds interesting. Yeah, did I play Pac-Man 99? I can't remember. I think I had it on there. I might have tried it a couple of times. Can't remember, actually. Yeah, do you know what, Chris? Yeah, they're not so much into the retro stuff, man. They'll only play it. Like, I've got a friend coming around tomorrow, and if they're not playing in the front room and they get an opportunity to play, but I'll just tell them, nah, man, my friend's here. We're playing Street Fighter. My friend's really, really cool, man. Like, he came around, so I plugged in a couple of SNES controllers. My SNES controllers are battered. In fact, I've got a friend that's in Japan now. He's, I think, picked me up a SNES controller, a PC Engine controller, because I've got the 8-bit though RF PC Engine, but it's the American version, the Turbo Graphics controller. So what he's picking me up like a Japanese one, so I want to use that, man. I absolutely love the PC Engine. I don't know what option it is in here. Just let me start, man. Oh wow, okay, we're making progress. Yeah, so the kids, they're not so much into it, man. It's really funny because on their Switch it's like, oh Dad, yeah, look, I've got the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. You know, he pronounces it fully, not SNES, because that's what it says on the thing. Okay, at least okay is in English. I'm kind of curious what we're going to get here for Ultraman. Ooh, come on, get me into game, get me into game. Let me see it, let me see it. Show me the money. All right, we got Ultraman. Were my kids watching this? Was there some Ultraman cartoon on one of their, I don't know whether it's YouTube Kids or, I've only got Netflix as a streaming service, so I don't know if it's on Netflix or whatever, but I'm pretty sure they mentioned Ultraman somewhere. And I was like, wow, you know Ultraman? I was telling them, I said, like, the game, the fighting game on the SNES was terrible, man. I still remember that getting reviewed. However, the character's very, very cool, right? Kind of reminds me of, like, oh, Beautiful Joe reminds you a little bit of Ultraman. Oh, wow, okay, nice. RetroPie. See, like, I find the RetroPie very, very laggy, man. I'd personally rather have, like a small PC in there, you know, like £100 PC with an i5, like, I don't know, 9th, 10th gen or something in there, right? Okay, is this going to be a lot of talking in here? Come on, give me some action, Ultraman. Look, he looks like he's humping something underneath that dialogue box. Come on. Oh, we're in game, guys. Hey! No, it's a strategy game. Wow, that is nuts. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to leave this one. Let's see an interesting ROM hack. We started with ROM hacks. Let's Let's go. Oh, sorry. What else have we got here? Ooh, Xenocrisis. Not a ROM hack, but a good game. Sorry, that's homebrew and ROM hacks. That folder's called. So I've just kind of dumped them all in there. Yeah, do you know what? Like my cousin had a Pi. I don't know if it's his displays that are very very laggy. He's built these two little like desktop arcades with tiny 10-inch screens in there, right? And yeah, man, like they're so laggy. It's like when I was playing Street Fighter, when I was trying to do a jump in combo, right? So I'm jumping in, I'm pressing either hard kick or hard punch. Like it would not come out. I would have landed on the floor before it came out. So it was very very bad response, man. I would have pie with ice cream. Do you know what? I actually had ice cream earlier, right? Specifically, I can actually even tell you what one I had. I was out with the kids earlier, and I got what was it? I got a Galaxy dark chocolate hazelnut ice cream, and it was actually rather nice. I want to get the SNES version of this actually. I kind of wish that the bullets were unlimited. That's my only downside, because you have got a melee attack, right? Again, great controls on this, man. I always die on the first boss on this, but what a game, man. I met the guys that made this game actually at the British Games Market. I will save you. Let me get the ammo. See, I feel like the SNES version would be a good fit on the Analog Pocket, right? You can even play like the Neo Geo version on the Analog Pocket. Nice. Seriously, man, the Bitmap Bureau makes some fantastic stuff, man. What a game. Oh, here I am. All right, I'm gonna die here. Yo, Alan, Mr. Alan Roth, how you doing, man? Ah, see, bullets are fast, man. Even that, I'm just getting too old. I wish if they were a bit slower. Yeah, man, Xenocrisis is wicked. I've got it on Switch as well. Actually, I've got it on Switch. 900 for ice cream in London. Yeah, that's about the price now, man. Things are very very expensive. Yeah, there's a lot of lag on Pi, man. A lot of lag on Pi. There was a time I was considering getting one on a CRT and everything. I'm so glad I didn't do it. Oops. Zelda's birthday. Okay. Oh, actually, what would be interesting? There was some that crashed here. Wonder if they work. What's this hooting time one? Let's check this out. Yeah, Xenocrisis is fantastic, man. What a great game. I want that other game to come out for Neo Geo. What's it called? I've got it for it's that beat 'em up. They released it like on the same day as Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I felt like Final Vendetta. That's it. Yes, exactly. Thanks, Sniper Mike. Yeah, Final Vendetta it's good, man. It's good. I've got it for the Switch. Oh, it's just a Mario Kart. I didn't even realize. Right, let's go 100. What the hell? I've never checked this out before, you know. Let's be. Oh, okay. Someone said Waluigi, right? Let's go Waluigi. This is nuts. Do you know what? I'm looking forward to that SNES. I'm looking forward to the SNES Super Mario Deluxe, man. Extra characters, extra courses. It really does look next level, man. Yeah, Final Vendetta is good. Have they made other stuff as well? Are these the only two games they made? Because they make books as well, right? Bitmap Bureau books. Yeah, they do good books, man. I just don't have space for a lot of stuff. But if I did buy books, that's what I like. Wow, okay, we've got Waluigi in here. Didn't realize that. Rumbled it again, man. Not used to the timing. Am I seeing something wrong here? But there's a speedometer. I don't remember that being in other Mario Kart games. But we've got Waluigi, man. So this is super interesting, right? It's, do you know what? I put this on there. I've never played this. First time I'm playing it, I would have remembered this, right? Or when I got this, maybe it didn't work on a previous version of a core. I can't be certain, but I definitely would have remembered that we got Waluigi in one of them, right? Again, good stuff on this, man. Loving ROM hacks, man. I guess, you know, one of the games that crashes on this at the moment, from what I recall, is the Castlevania games. I think maybe both of them, or at least one of them anyway, right? Now, what would be nice is if the next patch that comes out addresses the Castlevania game. I'll have to either keep an eye on the Discord, but if I miss it on the Discord, I've got notifications turned on for Video Game Esoterica. So if Castlevania starts working, he'll do a video, then I'll kind of know from there, man. But yeah, hopefully that'll start working. I don't think it's a game I ever intend to play. The 3D ones, not so much into them, but you know, it's nice. It'll be nice to get absolutely everything working, right? Whether it works on the core, even though like you know, development has ended for this core. Hopefully stuff can, or more stuff can be achieved via ROM hacks, right? I mean, just the fact that we've got Jet Force Gemini, Conker's Bad Fur Day, and Resident Evil 2 working now via ROM hacks is just fantastic. That's really, really good news, guys. And hopefully that will continue with anything that doesn't work. There's so many, you know, there's so many talented people out there, and it's amazing how they dedicate their own time. And it's obviously something they like as well, but the greater good the community gets out of it, it's just amazing. I mean, I get so many people that go out of their way to help. Don't get me wrong, I try and help people as well, sometimes as well, wherever I can, right? I do try and help. Sometimes it gets a bit much. I get a lot of DMs, and I always say to people, look, if you're ever going to DM me something that you maybe you're not comfortable asking outside, or it would be inappropriate outside. You know, if you want to troubleshoot and want help, just ask it openly on my Discord, MiSTerFPGA Discord, the FPGA Gaming Discord, or Tego's Discord, depending on what your issue is. Ask it out in the public. Feel free to ping me on it if you want. But you know, if I can't resolve it, someone else that will definitely resolve it for you. Right? Was it Peach's Fury that didn't work before? There was one that was very, very broke. Okay, I can hear the sounds all kind of crackly already. Yeah, this is a no-go. So some oh, the soundtrack on the Mega Drive is amazing. Again, I'll have to get that. How will the buttons on that work, right? Because I kind of like, I feel like Xenocrisis needs to be played on a dual stick controller, or it needs to be played, you know, with like the 4 buttons, like SNES style controls. What else have we got? Okay, I want to do the, where's the Mario one we've got with Xeno? There's a Xenoblade Chronicles one that didn't work before. It's probably not going to work. Well, this is interesting actually. Let's run with this. This worked before. This is really, really good. And don't forget the core's got cheats in there as well, man, which is, yeah, that's pretty good. Do you know what? I think it's out already. I've seen it. I've seen like that being kind of mentioned, but I didn't see it. Yeah, there's definitely a port. I don't know whether it's available yet, but that sounds really, really good. And I can't remember how the ports work. You need to have the original, right? You need to have the original files, and then is it Port Master or something? I can't remember. I know you can get ports on like the Ambonic devices and everything. So let's again, look at this, guys. Like seriously, on the N64, look at all the characters you've got, man. Next level goodness. I mean, there wasn't a lot of characters. I think this is triple the characters that we've got on the vanilla N64 version, right? I always do it, man. I like picking Goldman. I like Legend of the Mystical Ninja, man. But when I say I like it on the SNES. Why is he that guy? Oh, okay. Interesting. So there's variations as well. Let's see. Oh wow, okay. Guys, that's pretty cool. Look, you got shinies of them. Wow, okay. So let's see if we go in here. Again, a shiny version of that. Interesting stuff, man. So for any flash sounds, flesh. Smash fan. Sorry, I'm getting tired now. That's why I'm bloody buckling on my words. Let's who's this? Sheik from, that's Xenoblade Chronicles. I think someone corrected me last time on that. Who else have we got? Marth, is that from the Fire Emblem games? Again, really, really good. Well, let's go Conker. We're not going to go metallic. We'll go normal Conker. Now, I think the first person we fight always is Link, right? So if I ask you for 1,000,000, I will ask on Discord. Yeah, no worries, man. I mean, I'll try and help. I just don't have the money. I wish if I had 1,000,000. I'd love to have like £1,000,000 idea one day, right? And I mean, I'm thinking about maybe at some point, if more time and things open up for me, right? I'd love to do like a website, just a news website. But I feel like it would require, you know, me to collaborate with other people and kind of have them joining me kind of on that. Let it be a joint effort. Okay, that really is easy. I'm just chainsawing Link, man. Let's get it. Oh wow, okay, combo count's higher, man. Okay, 17's the highest combo count you can get on here. Let's do a smash shot. He's out. Okay. Hey, nice. But kids actually play Brawlhalla, man. They play it online. They're very good at it as well. Very, very good at it. Right, what else have we got? Okay, let's go back to normal games. Don't know if I can see one in chat. No, I can't see one in chat. So let's have a look. Oh, okay, Biohazard 2, right? I was thinking it's Biofreaks 2. Biofreaks is something that I did actually kind of like, man. It was interesting. Oh, this is a game that the developer of this call likes, Body Harvest, man. Actually, I need to add his name in the description. I forgot to add the developer's name in there, which I do try and do. So Castlevania, it's one of the games that crashes. You want to find something easy and arcadey to play. That's why I always like arcade games, right? Just easy, pick up and play, kind of get into them. And I guess even 16-bit games, most of them, or a lot of them, were very, very much so pick up and play. We tried Dragon Sword, Dual Heroes. Okay, that's going to be. We've done a lot of fighting games, right? So should we do Duke Nukem? Unless someone's put a game down there, 1,000,000 communist credits. Okay, let's do Duke Nukem 64. Right. Oh, what we got left? We got about 10 or so minutes left. So guys, if you've got any requests, yeah, get them in and we can have a look at them. I always remember my cousin, man, down the road. He's really into VR at the moment. I bloody bought the Meta Quest free and I hardly use it, man. I need to use it a bit more. But like I said, hopefully I'll get this new job. Time will open up and I can do it. Oh, with a cash value of, yeah, that kind of makes sense. I can definitely spare that amount of cash, to be honest. Well, this looks good. Looks like it's a decent frame rate as well, if I'm not mistaken. Or it's not looking bad on my eyes. Okay, did I just change my weapon now? I want to change back to gun. Hey. Okay. There was a Duke Nukem I had on the 360, man. I never played it. I lent that to my friend, and I never got it back. But I guess I could have picked it up for like £2 again. It was very, very cheap. This is an all-time classic, right? Still, my brain doesn't click with these controls, man. So glad standard controls became the norm, you know. Let's try it. Can we get him? Hard to aim with this stick. All right, let me escape him. Okay. Oh, we're gonna go up and shoot that guy now. Okay. Boom shakalaka. Spelled right as well. Wicked. Bank account. Oh mate, yeah, my bank account gets drained, man. Everything's so expensive now. I went out for like a quick takeaway earlier, man, and it was just like boom, 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 money, 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 money spent. Right, let's have a look. Let's go to I haven't done any Star Wars yet, man, and I need to do Rogue Squadron, right? It's like one of the best games ever made. Absolutely love this game, man. I've got it on Steam Deck, man. There's a Steam version out. You can usually pick it up for quite cheap, man. That's worth getting. It's pretty much this game. Yeah, it is this game, right? And it's a native PC version, man. It's fantastic. Yeah, they're going away actually. So I've got a trip planned to go and pick up my mum from my brother's in another country. I've got to book that trip, but I didn't realize I was trying to book the tickets today, right? So my passport is running out in November. So I thought, wicked, I can do this trip in like July, August and come back. But you need to have at least 6 months on your passport to do an international trip. I had no idea. So when I was trying to book a visa, it would give me the option to select the passport end date 2024. It was giving me 2025, so I found that out. That was a bit gutted, but I have to go and have to go pick up my mum from my brother because if many of you guys have been around, I mention my mum sometimes. She has dementia, so I'm looking forward to bringing her. But when I come back, my wife is going to see her sister. And she's taking the kids, so she's going to go abroad with the kids to Italy. Her sister stays in Italy, so yeah, they're going to go on holiday. I'm just going to kick back and work, man. So okay, fantastic game, man, wicked game. Okay, so that's the second one, the escort, right? I've only okay, that's yeah, not bad. I'm glad I've retained my save files, right? So I don't have to watch all the beginning again and everything. What a wicked game! What we got left? What we got left? Oh, okay, so five-ish or so minutes. Nah, you know I'm gonna go X-wing, man. I'm gonna go that classic one. Do you remember the cheats? I forgot the cheats in this where you could pick you could be the TIE fighter and you could be like a car in this as well. Yeah, do you know what? It's life, man. She kind of developed it before COVID. We couldn't get her diagnosed during COVID. Then we got her diagnosed. But do you know what? The most important thing is she's happy, man. She is so happy. She'll ask the same question, 10 times. Needs care with like, need to make sure that she remembers to wash, brushing her teeth, dental care and all that stuff. But, the thing is, she's really, really happy. Like, she loves it. When she stays here, she loves it with my kids. She stays around my sisters sometimes. She stays around my brothers. So we're gonna, when she comes back here, I've just got to sort like power of attorney and some other stuff out. And once we do that, she can go and stay, in a different country, a hot country or something, with one of my brothers. So again, what a wicked game, man. I forgot what accelerate is now. Oh, that's my missile. Okay, that's to open the wings. I guess same one to close them. Nice. Whoops.
All right, road group. The supply vehicles have begun moving. Their escort will follow shortly. The smaller craft are the combat vehicles. Stick with the 5 transports.
Okay. This game's aged really well. I have to say, even the controls for this and everything are good. It's a good game, man. Strongly recommend playing this, man. Like this is one of the games I was looking forward to because you know what, I played this a lot. Ooh, there's a ATST, right? All right, I'm trying to kill the things up ahead, man. Right, guys, if you've got a request, give me a shout, and we'll kind of make that the last game, guys. It's approaching midnight here. I should get some sleep, so I don't spend half the day sleeping tomorrow.
Rogue Squadron, where's our cover? That convoy's not gonna last much longer.
bang. Wicked. Oh, do you know, I love the MiSTer UI, man. I spent so much time messing around with emulation handhelds. I bought big box, launch box, ran it with EMU movies, scraping those Ambonic handhelds and getting stuff on there. You know what, just having this UI, I absolutely love it, man. The simplicity of it. I don't even want a choice of I don't want a choice of having like a handheld with I don't want a choice of having like, you know, like a front end with screenshots, all that other stuff. I like the vanilla experience, man. Return of the Jedi, rather. Oh, past my bedtime. Yeah, sorry, man. Get some sleep. Sleep is important, man. Very, very important. Always get enough sleep. Otherwise, you know, it's difficult to function, right? Right, let's all right, we'll go single quickly. And I kind of remember this as being one of the early games that started to work on this. It's difficult to play. I didn't quite work it out, right? But it was interesting to say. This might have to be the last game, guys. Okay. Oh, right, and you go down a ball. Okay, so okay. So I guess you have to get down to the core, yeah? Yeah, I've got no idea what I'm doing here. Game over. All right, we'll do one, man. Someone mentioned this earlier. I wanted to check it out. And this was, I remember it being one of the early games that started working. Let's go on something that just kind of has a good demo as well. Ooh. Rampage, that was interesting. That was one of the games I remember that kind of booted up. And Tetris Sphere, is that on here? Okay, is that a game that I just ran? Sorry, man, I'm getting tired, so I'm bloody forgetting even the last game I ran. I'm sure that was Tetris Sphere, right? Oh yeah, it would be, yeah, Sphere round. Makes sense. Yeah, I played Tetris Sphere when we were testing out this core, right? When we were testing it out, it was one of the games when I was randomly going through stuff, and guys, that was so much fun. You know, I still remember when my wife and my kids walked in the room, and I was filming a video of Mario Kart with just black squares running around, and the funny look I got, and it was like, you know, I was like, it's not what it looks like. But that was a lot of fun, like actually doing the streams and wondering what's gonna work, what's not gonna work, right? And Rampage was one of the games where you could kind of get some of the graphics working. It kind of booted a bit, and it was just, you couldn't see all this stuff, right? It just didn't, you couldn't see it. Why can't I attack that? Never mind. But what we're looking at for time, yep, wicked. Right, nice. So like Rampage, I've always kind of enjoyed it, but I've never quite like got the hang of it, right? You just kind of destroy stuff. I really liked it on the Commodore 64. They actually gave it away free with a magazine, right? Which was really, really good. Like, you know, a free game with a magazine, wicked. And Rampage came out. I still remember because when I had my Commodore 64, for a large part, I played it on a handheld. Oh, sorry, what was I saying? Handheld, man, I'm getting everything wrong. I played it on a black and white TV is what I meant to say. So my Commodore 64, I played it on a black and white TV, not a handheld, man. Sorry, I got too much handhelds on my mind. But when a MiSTer handheld comes out, guys, that will be amazing. I mean, we can play this version of Rampage on a handheld. But I'm more interested in the hybrid aspect of it, right? It'd be amazing. I can take it with me. Yeah, I can play it on the go. And when I get to my friend's house, I can play like accurate CPS2, man. I can play Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I can just plug it in. I can take it to the darn arcade game, arcade with me, and then say, hey, you go, plug this in. I want to play this. So interesting times ahead. Right, let's keep this guy bouncing here for now. But guys, I'm going to wrap up stuff here. Thank you everyone that dropped by. Honestly, really good hanging out with you on this Saturday night. Oh, Raging Cajun, you've just turned up, man. And we are going to be calling it a night, man. But yeah, no, wicked, man. Absolutely fantastic. Guys, seriously, really appreciate you guys dropping by. Like, it's a lot of fun streaming. I'll try and get some more done. I really do hope I get this new job because it will open up more opportunities for me to do more content and especially do more live streams. But that's it, guys. Be absolutely awesome to one another.